Ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, Yasmin Aftab Ali, program and channel Yasmin Aftab Ali ke saath. The reason I chose to speak in English on this topic today is because a huge number of my followers are not conversant with the Urdu language, and I keep on getting requests for either a translation or clarifications. So I decided to have this program in a language they can understand. And of course, the people in Pakistan understand English fairly well. Now, coming to the point that Bushra Bibi called a gathering of her people, the PTI supporters, the PTI workers, the PTI parliamentarians. And the purpose was to determine upon the execution of the final plans regarding the 24th November call. And of course, reinstate the three demands that the PTI has been making. The first is slashing away the 26th Amendment. The second is that PTI must be given their share of seats which they think that they deserve. And the third is to free Imran Khan from the jail. Now, on then she came up with a statement which on face of it is completely out of context, and she made a statement that General Bajwa had told a person, and that person had told Mr. Khan that it was the Saudi government who tried to bring down and was instrumental in bringing down the former Prime Minister's regime. She also said that when Mr. Khan had visited there, words to the effect were spoken, which meant that who have you brought here or what have you brought here, which is more specific, which in Urdu is a rude version of, what kind of crap have you brought here? Words, the effect is the same. Mr. General Bajwa categorically denied when approached by two or three sources, and that this was not said, and neither did he say something to anyone which was not said. So there is a categorical denial. Now, the complete statement by Bushra Bibi also said, as was reported to Mr. Khan, that we are trying to end Sharia from our land, and here you've bought someone who wants to reinstate Sharia. Now, there has been a huge backlash on this statement in Pakistan, and particularly since from Mr. Khan's official handle, it was stated that Bushra Bibi's comments, her narration has been twisted out of context. Now, his statement can be viewed in two different perspectives. The first, that it was edited, but it was not edited, it went on air as it was. The second manner in which we can interpret it is that someone misinterpreted what she was trying to say. However, by and large, everyone in Pakistan has rejected this opinion, because although it is true that she did not take Saudi Arabia's name, the fact is that all the facts she was narrating directly pointed towards Saudi Arabia. Now, one wonders why at this point, when PTI is looking towards Trump to reinstate Mr. Khan as the Prime Minister of Pakistan once he takes up his duties in the White House, would she make such a statement? Even most of the PTI ranks too are unable to defend this statement at this point in time. The only reason that comes to my mind, I may be incorrect, but I'm very sure that there can be no other reason, is that she wants an increased number of bodies on the 24th protest, and a Islamic card or religious card has been played to present Mr. Khan as the savior of Islam when Saudi Arab itself wants to change its Islamic ideology. Now, this kind of support from Mr. Khan has been more damaging. The best thing for him to do would have been to gracefully accept that she made an error, and for Bushra Bibi to record another statement stating that facts by her were misconstrued. Now, over here, I would like to state that the impact on Pakistan of this speech, this point, and impact on PTI and most specifically Mr. Khan himself are two different things. And that is my view. Because what this speech would have done and must have done is to reinforce Mohammed bin Salman's views about Imran Khan in background of their relationship. However, I doubt very much that it will have a direct impact on Pakistan and Saudi Arab's relationship. But if PTI and PTI's diaspora abroad has been very effective in trying to garner support of the congressman there, writing to the IMF not to give relief to Pakistan unless PTI is given relief, so on and so forth. Things that are all on record. And with them expecting Trump to help out Imran Sahab from jail, and he goes directly to the Prime Minister's house, this was like axing PTI's own foot, this statement by Bushra Bibi, because both MBS and Trump are on excellent footing with each other, and even if the US wants to communicate to Pakistan, it usually uses the Saudi Arabia's communication channel. So to further distance MBS from PTI was not a smart theory. Before I end the program, I would like to give a quick and a brief recap on the relationship between Imran Khan and Trump. First of all, whenever a prime minister takes up office in Pakistan, the first visit is to Saudi Arabia. The reasons are many. The reasons, among others, are that Saudi Arabia and Pakistan has a written pact in which it is stated that should Saudi Arabia be attacked or threatened from any side, Pakistan is on ground going to defend Saudi Arabia. Secondly, Saudi Arabia puts in a lot of funds in our kitty, in our banks, when Pakistan is about to default. We have a huge workforce working in Saudi Arabia, and a lot of remittances come from there. And I am just stating the tip of the iceberg. So, Mr. Khan, once becoming Prime Minister, refused to go there. And it was reported locally that Bushra Bibi's spiritual powers informed her that it is not right for Mr. Khan to visit any country in the XYZ number coming weeks. Mr. Bajwa had to go there, General Bajwa, and seek apology and quote some family issues due to which he could not go. Then Imran Khan Sahab, as Prime Minister, tried to create a parallel Islamic blog, a platform, a group to the OIC, which is supported by Saudi Arabia, including many countries, Muslim countries, and most probably Iran as well, and that upset Mohammed bin Suleiman very, very much. And he was so upset that Imran Khan Sahab, as Prime Minister, was asked by the army chief then, which was General Bajwa, to go there and smoothen out the matters, so to speak. Mr. Khan was kept waiting for MBS 3 hours ahead of the agreed time, after which the MBS made a appearance, and Imran Khan Sahab, the Prime Minister of Pakistan at that point, gave his word to him that he will not attend the meeting for this new group and neither will he support it. Now, I do appreciate Mr. Khan's thinking of Pakistan's interests in what he thought was Pakistan's interests, but it was in complete disregard to the huge support and the delicate balance of relationship Pakistan treads with Saudi Arabia. So the homework had obviously not been done or was ignored. But he made a further blunder after that. In order to appease Imran, because of, that he was kept waiting and Imran Khan Sahab had agreed to do what MBS said, MBS lent him his plane to go to US where Imran Sahab was supposed to go. And but unfortunately what transpired was, and which was widely reported in Pakistan, in the mainstream media and of course the social media, was that Imran Khan gave a very, very unflattering opinion about MBS on his plane, please. And it was a lot in Punjabi mixed with Urdu and extremely discourteous and rude. I would not like to repeat the exact words. And obviously MBS was furious, and Imran Sahab was offloaded in US and told that the MBS's plane is dysfunctional, it needs maintenance, it has to go back. And he needs to make his own arrangements to get back to Pakistan. The point is that given this background, making this statement while expecting Trump to help Mr. Khan get back the premiership, and that is by now obvious to everybody here that that is what Imran Khan Sahab is after. That is simply ill-advised, and trying to make lame excuses to get out of this situation is worse. The best thing is to gracefully accept an error being made and retract the statement. I'm not sure how much that is going to help in repairing anything between Khan Sahib and MBS. I doubt that very much, but at least the gesture would have been made. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Yasmeen Aftab Ali from channel and program Yasmeen Aftab Ali ke saath. Please do subscribe the channel and you are welcome to share your comments in the comment box. Rest assured, I read every comment. Till the next time, take care of yourselves.